Hi! Hello everyone, we are here for Jeans Club number 6. Yes.
That's really well to think about, didn't it?
Yeah, we
6.
had to check because I'm kind of losing count.
Yeah, because we're not doing it sort of with
Super regularly.
Super regularly, yeah. But then they do seem to be coming up quite often, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like we're definitely getting somewhere.
We're getting things done, which
Yeah.
is exactly what we needed the club for,
Yeah.
to push each other.
I feel like we're on track.
I think so, yeah. And it's exciting to start. We've started working with denim.
Yeah.
We've started thinking about decorations.
Yeah.
And
We're starting to see how they might actually
look eventually.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you haven't been following us, this is the first one, you might be a bit confused. So
What is it?
so this is the 6th episode of our Jeans Club, where so each episode is us when we started deciding to make our jeans.
The ultimate jeans
ultimate
sewing pattern, which is our pattern, lovely, with 3 versions, very,
Yes.
very nice.
And we're both making version 3.
Yeah.
But if you go back to 1, you'll hear us talking about all the decisions that we've made about what we wanted from jeans, how we measured ourselves. We did all the pattern adjustments.
Lots of fitting.
Lots of
chat,
fitting. Yes.
if you like that.
So this is us trying to take a big project and try and take it slowly.
Chop it up in little bits, basically.
Yeah, and we
so
just-
it's less scary.
Yeah, we just thought we'd share it because it's actually been really nice reading people's comments because there's been some really good tips.
Really, really good tips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see one about using 2 threads in the top instead of top stitching thread?
Yes, so I think
Very
there
good.
was actually a couple of people that
Yeah.
thought that. So last episode we were talking about the top stitching thread. So you got your your normal thread, and here I've got, this is Gutermann, so it's colour coded. So this is top stitching. So I don't know if you can see, but it is thicker. It kind of feels like floss. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. That's so true.
And I mean, I've just got a normal machine at home, and I've never done top stitching before. And last week you saying that your machine didn't like them.
My old machine really didn't like the top stitching threads, so when I've previously made jeans, I have to use a different kind of thread.
Different thread because
Not
it
as
is
thick.
It is much thicker, so as it's going through, it's a bit clunkier. But then quite a few people said that they just used the normal thread and they just doubled
Like
it up.
threaded 2
So most
spools, basically.
Yeah, so most machines will have at the top like a space for 2
It does,
threads
doesn't it?
because you can usually do double
Twin needles.
that's
I
it, twin
think, yeah.
needles. Another thing I tend to avoid, I don't know why, but that's more stretch fabrics, isn't it? For
Yes,
nice to finish. But yeah, if you just wind both of them on and put it through one needle, then you get the effect of a top stitching because it's thicker, but your machine is
Just not going to hate it as
Not gonna
much,
hate it as
basically. Yeah, so
So
that
I-
was a great tip, thank you.
Definitely
for
gonna-
those who suggested it.
I'm definitely going to try that one out. So thank you. That's what's really nice, isn't it, about sharing it with other people.
Yeah, it's a
and,
conversation, isn't
Yeah.
it?
and especially in the sewing community, it's about learning from each other
and
trial and
sharing
error.
knowledge and trial and error. Yes, there's a lot of trial and error that goes into things. I
So
think.
speaking
It's
of
good to
which,
share.
let's share where we are now.
Yes.
Do you want to go first?
Yes.
You don't have to.
I want to start with something very sad, so maybe then we move on to yours, and it will
Okay.
be a happier finish.
Oh no.
So I made a big boo-boo when I cut out the pattern, and I only realised it when I started working on it.
Okay.
Had a little cry about it and everything. But basically, because I'd cut out my toile, I've made my wearable toile, which you'll see in previous things, and on the front leg, there's basically this little extruding little rectangle.
see
You
where
know
this
where
is
it's
going.
going?
Oh no.
And I'd folded it down because one leg you cut it without that rectangle, so it's a straighter line, and on one leg you cut it with the little rectangle extension so that you can attach the fly. And so I had it folded down for cutting my whichever leg doesn't have the extension on the toile. And I just didn't see that when I went to cut my denim. I kept it like that, so I cut 2 legs like that. Broke my heart. Because I do have some spare denim, luckily, but I didn't have enough to
for a
cut
whole
a
leg.
full new leg. So I had a bit of a sad moment, and then I thought, well, this is not just going to stop me making jeans. Like,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. And so what I did is I just added a little don't know if you'll be able to see it, but a little bit of fabric.
Bit of an extension.
An extension. So what I did is I just attached a bit of spare fabric, right sides together. Then I pressed it really, really flat as I could go. And then I cut the correct shape. So I didn't try to make the correct shape straight away, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just made an extension,
then
put it back on the cutting board and cut it. I'm gonna have to find a way to finish that little thing at the back. Thinking some seam.
But this doesn't. You don't ever see this part of the jeans, do you?
I think you will. That's the
will
problem.
You?
I'm trying to
get my head around.
Like I think the fly thing attaches at 1 centimeter. So I might end up with like an extra little line. But listen, it's a little dark line on dark fabric. I will get over it, but I thought I'd share my tragedy of the week. I was just so annoyed at myself. I was like, how did I not see that?
Beautiful fabric.
Get all your pattern pieces nice and flat before you start working with them.
Do you know what I've done? I've cut 2 pieces with that.
Well, which is what you're meant to do, and then you trim it.
Yeah, because I was like, I just can't get my head around which one is got to be trimmed, so I'm going to just cut them both with the extra, and then
definitely that is the way to do it, 100%, and then you trim one of them. But hey,
these things happen.
Okay. And it shouldn't be something that makes you stop from wanting to do it. But I did have my moment to grieve.
And I genuinely
grieve the pattern piece.
Yeah. I genuinely think it won't be noticeable.
It won't be noticeable. I need to, I'm hoping so. And if it will be, maybe I had a line of top stitching just to make it a thing.
Yeah,
make it a feature. I don't know. I'll think of something. But yeah, that was a sad thing that I realised because I started, actually making the jeans, following the instructions, and I think it's the first thing is like, cut the extension from one of the legs. I was like, there's no extension. No!
Oh, that feeling. I think we've all had that
sinking feeling. Horrendous. But then I pulled myself together and I started doing some top stitching.
Yeah. So show these
folding
bits.
and top
this
stitching.
Is exciting.
So this is which I won't use until the very, very end, I think, but it's my belt loop piece, rectangle. Yeah. So you make it, you top stitch it. Let's see if that shows. So it's lilac top stitching, which makes me very happy. You make one long thing and then you chop it up and you attach it to the jeans towards the end. But it feels nice.
Stitching is satisfying, isn't it? Especially contrast, and then you can really see the purple and how much it's going to look really nice.
I think it's going to be a good look altogether. I'm very happy with that.
That is straight.
It's quite straight. I was thinking that I would quite like one of those machine feet, yes, that helps you with like the I think quilters use, for example, it helps you with the distance from the stitching, so you're not just using the markings on your machine. It's a thing that you butt the fabric against.
And do you have that? Or do you have to buy it?
I feel like I have something like it somewhere. I need to have a good rummage, and if not, I might buy it.
Because it's always surprising the different feet that you get with your machine. That at the time when you first buy it, you're just like, oh,
what is
those
this?
to the side.
Yeah, it definitely didn't come with my machine, but I think I bought something at some point that does that. And basically, so there's a lot of top stitching in the instructions. For example, that is top stitch 8mm from the seam allowance from the edge. And that's quite an in-betweeny thing. So for now, I have found sort of markers on my machine where I think that should probably be just around that. Yeah. And then I've written those down. I've written everything down. Yeah. So I don't forget, because then I might do some top stitching yesterday and then I'll do some top stitching in 2 weeks, I will forget those things. So I've written it all down. So I've found some things that kind of make me remember what to align things with. Mm-hmm. But my life would be a lot easier if I had one of those kind of feet.
Yeah, if someone's invented
that
to make this
for a purpose.
Then
because then you just keep
and also
much straighter.
It's another thing that you've used and tried. And
a new skill or
gadget.
Opposite of skill. I don't know. Yeah, using a gadget. So I'll have a look. I'll report back on whether I find one of those. Yeah. And then the other thing I did, and this made me very excited, was constructing the teeny tiny pocket.
Little pocket.
Coin pocket, that's what it's called. I mean, that's adorable.
Yeah.
What is it for?
Who has
one
coins?
coin? But it is absolutely adorable.
I mean-
making tiny things is cute.
Yeah, it is cute. And also, there's certain signifiers to show that this is a pair of jeans.
Pair of proper jeans.
And it's
That
the
is
little
one.
mini pocket.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd love to know the history of the mini pocket.
I think I have read somewhere that it was for ticket stubs or coins. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a little bit of
And so this
history
is
on
your-
that. And this is the fabric I'm using for the pocket bag. I think this piece
Yeah.
is called. Which I love. It's a very sturdy cotton pocket.
Yeah.
Like you can feel it's dense, can't you?
Which is what you want.
Which is
Nice
what I
hard
want.
wearing.
Very nice and hard wearing.
And this is your lengthened pocket as well. With the
Yes,
extra
so it's
shape.
slightly different. Do you have the normal
No.
pattern piece? Is that not it? Yes,
oh, yeah.
Sorry. So the normal front, we're talking front pockets here. The normal front pocket is this shape in the pattern. So it's rectangular. You fold it somewhere there. And it ends up being this shape. I really wanted to lengthen mine. And I lengthened it and curved it so that it would move away from my crotch, I guess. And so it created this weird shape, and I was a little bit worried that maybe because the pocket bag is finished with French seams, I thought, oh, is that going to be a problem because I've changed the shape of it. It's fine. It's completely fine. It's just the curve. It's a little bit trickier to press, but apart from that, it's worked very well. And I was following along with so there's the Ultimate Guide to Sewing and Fitting Jeans Masterclass and Stitch School. I have to say it like that because otherwise I forget all the words. And it's our online class. It takes you through every single step. And I started watching it as I started making the first steps.
Yeah.
And so in my head, French seams are a thing that is delicate. Like
Yeah.
when I've used them, it's for, you know, making something a little bit more refined and more beautiful.
And usually I think of it when you use like silks
Fine
and fine
fabrics.
fabrics and seams that might be, because it's
Visible if it's sheer
Yeah.
and things like that. Yeah, exactly. So that's what French seams are for in my mind. But in the class, Becca, who teaches the class, she says we're going to do French seams on the pockets to make them super strong. And I was like, of course, for durability. Because you are sewing a seam twice. So that makes complete sense.
And also
You're
it's the
making it
lighter
so
fabric
strong.
in comparison to the denim.
To
You
the
want
denim
it to
as well.
last.
That's true. But I just, it's not what I go to French seams for, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that absolutely strengthens a seam because there's two.
Yeah.
I just thought that was very interesting. And
makes sense.
I
You've got two of those.
I've got two of those. Yes, so I've got the one with the little coin pocket and the plain one, and I'm very excited about it. And so I'll be able to see the pretty fabric on the inside of the jeans. So they're constructed in a way that the pretty fabric is not hidden away inside your pocket, to the outside.
Nice.
It'll make you happy. And yeah, I started following along with the video. I actually let some of the classes play as I did a step that had already gone. It's nice to see what's coming up.
Yeah.
It's very nice to have like an accompanying voice to your sewing. It's really nice.
And also just to see it being done, like the different elements. It's
Well,
nice.
actually, yeah, for constructing the pocket, I was getting a little bit confused looking at the instructions as to which way round the pockets are constructed, because there is a bit of the right side, wrong side.
Yeah.
And
I think-
counterintuitivity.
I think I did in my toile. I think I did it the wrong way
wrong way
around.
around, right.
But, I mean, it doesn't.
It's fine. It's just to get that pretty fabric on the
Yeah.
visible, basically.
Yeah.
That's what you want. So I thought I'll definitely watch that lesson because it's very, very well explained in the instructions. But I thought I'm just gonna get a visual on this.
Yeah.
And you see it. It's Becca uses like a really flowery print. You can definitely see right, wrong side. I was like, okay, I'm with you. I'm following. So it's just a reassuring thing, I think.
Yeah.
The video. Ooh, showing my curtain. What's behind the curtain? Mess mainly. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I've really enjoyed following along with the class, getting some denim, some pocket construction going. I like that I've started with the pockets. It's made me happy as a pocket lover.
Yeah.
And you have been busy with your pockets as well, haven't you?
So this has sort of been a theme that I've been like agonising over, just really small things. So starting with small, with pockets. So I cut out a few pockets.
So these are the back pockets.
These are the back
right?
pockets. Here we go. Here's the back
Lovely.
pocket, and I
Classic shape.
Yeah, I did actually mess up the overlocker, so it's quite...
Oh no!
Just did
Hey,
that
no
one.
one sees it. It's just so it doesn't fray.
Because I don't have an overlocker, so I use the one here. So I tend to not, I just do zigzag stitching on nearly all
Which
of
you
my
could
clothes.
absolutely do.
Yeah, but I just thought, we have an overlocker here. So, and while this is a slow make, so I'm doing it at stages, I've used the work one.
Nice.
So I wanted to do, so I spoke about this last week, I wanted to do some embroidery on my pockets. So I did 2 different designs.
So good.
So this is my first one that I did.
Which you finished. I'm so impressed.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I did that thing, because I haven't embroidered a lot. I've done it a little bit, just like for fun.
It looks stunning.
But I did the thing where I started in the middle, which I would recommend not doing.
Oh,
because you can see that that's where I started my embroidery, and these are the bits that I did later on. And it's like, you can see how I got better as it went along. Like, just because it's all about the sort of tension with the thread, and it was really enjoyable. But yeah, so you can don't start
I think it looks amazing.
It's like, you know, when you do buttons on a shirt, you never start with the one that's going to be the most visible.
Yeah,
you do the one at the bottom.
fair.
Until you've got the knack of it. Do that with the embroidery if you're going to do it.
It's so beautiful. They're so cute.
And then I finished it, and then immediately was like, I don't know if I like it.
Oh no!
I know.
I love it.
I just wasn't sure. I don't know. I think it was the birds that put me off because they're a
I
little
was
bit
going to
wonky.
say the birds are so cute. What kind of birds are they? Do you know?
I don't know.
But they look very cute.
Oh, yeah,
I love the feet.
This
Can I
was
just
the
show
embroidery.
the feet?
Oh yeah,
Like the little
bird.
That's so cute.
This is the embroidery book that I was doing. It's called Zaka Embroidery, and it's sort of a fusion of like Japanese and sort of Swedish
Oh, very nice.
patterns and styles. So then I went back to the book, and then I did another one.
Right,
So I
is there an option, a B side?
A B side. I just went for a 1-colour embroidery.
That
and
is
I did
very
a
pretty.
floral motif.
That is very, very pretty.
And then I ran out for the thread, and then I haven't been able to find the right blue.
Oh no, this is turning out to be such a thing. Oh.
So then I was like, oh, what am I going to do? So then what I did was I brought it into work, and I just asked everyone, which one do you prefer? And then I was asking my whole family at home, and actually everyone did
I
prefer
definitely
the
prefer
original.
that. Do you know also why? Because I know that your top stitching is going to be in that rusty colour. I think that goes really well with the colours you've used in the embroidery.
And then I was looking back at this, and I do like the colours with this one.
Beautiful.
And I think, although I do like the flowers is nice, I don't know if it is me, and it does look a little bit like things that I might have just bought anyway.
Well, I was
going to
say this. I've seen this sort of floral design. I have not seen that anywhere.
Yeah,
that is so unique.
And then what I'm going to do, because then I was worried about having the 2 pockets, and I was thinking, oh, am I going to be able to replicate it? What if it's just slightly off?
Right.
And then my partner was like, why are you doing 2?
What do you mean? 2 pockets, obviously.
What do you mean? I'm into my embroidery. I'm embroidering everything now. And he made the point that actually it looks quite
super cool to have
super
just
cool.
the one embroidered.
Just to have one.
I love it.
And then I was like, yeah, you're right. However,
you'll have all the top stitching.
Yes, I'll still have all
one.
the top stitching. And actually, on one pocket, it's quite kind of cool.
I think it's very
But then
cool.
I was like, obviously, I want to do more embroidery. I don't want to stop there. So then I had the idea that what I'm going to do is, on the coin pocket...
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we'll go back to Amazon.
Show
so you
it
can
on
see,
here so you can point it out.
So it will look like that, and this is actually my pattern piece. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that motif... and just sort of like, and I'll just use your one.
Do it on there.
It'll be on here, so it'll just sort of like poke out.
Poke out, that's so cute.
And then, so whichever...
I like that.
So this is on the right-hand side.
I think it's right. Yes, yeah, actually. If you
So,
look at the shape.
my embroidered one will be on the right-hand side, so then I'll do my embroidered back pocket on the left. So it'll be like
there's
that.
like a cool
Cool.
thing going on. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. When making the coin pocket, I was thinking, I want something on there. I'm not really an embroiderer, but I think maybe I could manage like a little lilac heart or something.
Yes.
Maybe. Or I could
That'd
use
be
some
nice.
iron-on vinyl to make a little something.
You definitely need to do that. That's what you need
But
to
I
do.
just thought, because it's so cute the way it pokes out, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And it's just a little subtle feature.
That again makes it
subtle,
your own.
not that subtle is something we're aiming
None of
for.
this is subtle. But I think I'm very excited that this pair of jeans could not exist in the world if I didn't make it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I want to put things in there that are gonna make it Alma's jeans.
Yeah.
like for sure. And this is gonna make yours Chloe's jeans.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, it's undeniable that you could not buy this anywhere.
Exactly.
You can buy this.
So that's what I'm going to do.
I love it.
I might sit
What
and do
a great
that today.
idea. I'm just so impressed that you got the embroidery done, because to me that design looks, as a non-embroiderer, it looks very complex and complicated, and it wasn't that long ago that you just started it.
Yeah, that I
It
just
looks
decided I was gonna do it.
amazing.
Well, I like embroidery, same as I like crochet, because it's something you can just sit and do in front of the telly.
It's portable, and like
Portable,
sewing,
yes.
that's true.
It is, really portable, and I was just following the pattern that I had on tissue paper over the front, and you just sit and sew.
Amazing.
So,
Yeah, that's true. It's all there, isn't it? You're not looking at instructions.
No.
You're just looking. You've got it in front of you. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And that you keep it in a little project bag, because I've seen your crochet project bag. I'm very jealous.
Yes,
of.
I've got many bags. So yeah, I've got my crochet project bag for the jeans one from my body. I've actually got this is a plastic one, my little folder.
Lovely. This is the official jeans folder for Chloe. I love it.
Yeah, so all my pattern pieces are in there, and
Amazing.
the threads and everything. It all stays together.
Yeah, I'm keeping everything together in a tote bag, and then some bits in horrible old plastic bags, but just so it's all together so I can put it away and I know that everything's there. And there's no, some pieces are tiny.
Yeah.
So you don't want to lose this.
No, and also I don't want
leave it around.
I don't want to lose my pattern pieces because we've done so much work
have
on
adapting them.
Yeah.
And I'll say one thing I've done is, even once I've ironed some of the pieces, like the pockets, you iron them, you start stitching them, I keep pinning my pattern piece to them, because there's certain bits that are a little bit similar, and I just do not want to get them confused. Like the fly elements, let's call them.
Yes, that's true.
When I get to the instruction and it says take this piece and do this, I want to know exactly where it is. So I keep, usually, once I'm done with the pattern and I've cut it all out, I usually kind of get rid of the pattern. Not get rid, no, put it away.
Yeah,
put it away.
but you take all the pieces off.
Yeah, if it's, unless there's
interesting.
certain complicated pieces or similar pieces, like the tote pack, for example, it's all rectangles. I definitely kept all of those pinned together, because I thought I'm going to mistake the pocket for the channel and it's going to go. But yeah, with this one I'm doubly careful, because
there are lots of little
things
pieces.
like that, exactly. And we're not doing it all in one sitting, so I'm very conscious of the fact that I want to be able to find everything quite easily when I get it out for the next jeans session. And on that note, we'll see you for another jeans session in a few weeks. I think there might be a little bit of a gap because of holidays, but we will be back for sure.
But also we're up to the stage now where it is construction.
Yeah.
So hopefully we might need a bit more time.
Yeah, that's
between these, but we'll have more
exciting
pair of
things
jeans to show you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.
Bye.